Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, pushing His word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom. This your brother Kwana Wath, coming with another quick lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And I wanted to get into this video, man. We see the state of Israel, right? More and more people are waking up to the fact that they're Israelites, but not all Israel is of Israel, as scriptures say, man, because they're coming in the complete wrong spirit, man. They're treating this as a fad, man, as some gimmick, some fashion show, some popularity contest, some business to make money off of. As you see, they call it the Hebrew enterprise, right? So they're making merchandise of the scriptures, man. And we understand that that's the part of that 2/3, man. Those who know that they're Israel. So I'm gonna grab this in 1 Peter 4:17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of Israel. It's like it. For judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end of them that obey not the gospel? It's like it. Let me start from the top. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High? Right. So judgment is going to begin with those who know that they're Israelites, man. They're coming in the wrong spirit. They're not coming to serve Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. They're coming to be, what's it called? Black Lives Matter Israelites. That's what these people are, man. These are these fucking, African American Israelites. They want to continue in the so-called black ways and just happen to, throw some fringes on, throw a garment on, put the head wraps on. But you see these niggas, you see a nigga right here, he got dreads, man, which is a shame to a man, right? And you're going to see a lot of dread niggas in this, man. Niggas in various suits like this, a fucking fashion show. You're going to see women speaking, when scriptures say a woman needs to be silent, man. So let me just, the point of the lesson, man, this is not the time, man. This is not the time for this, right? Jake wants to do all this to try to make some money, to try to establish something on this side, to be comfortable, in Esau's kingdom. But we're never going to be comfortable here because it's not for us to be comfortable, man. We're here to serve out a punishment. That's the only reason we're in America, man. Babylon the Great is because we went off and from Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, and he put us here for punishment, man. So you're not going to be able to build up some community and some enterprise as a Hebrew Israelite in Esau's kingdom, man. It's just not going to work. It never has worked. So let's play this video real quick. Lord willing, this is edifying. The video is only a minute long, so we'll let it go.
We are uniting to empower the Hebrew community, celebrating Hebrew accomplishments from big to small, from Hebrew artists to poets, designers to filmmakers, business owners.
Look at this, man. Look at this nigga, bro. Hey, man, hold up. Let me get that in 1 Corinthians, man. This is 1 Corinthians 11 and 14. Man, Jake through, man. Doth not even nature itself teach you that if a man have long hair, it is a shame unto him? Look at Jake, man. Look at these niggas, man. He look like he just got a fresh lineup, too. He might not have, but that's what it look like.
Healthcare leaders, we acknowledge and celebrate them all, generating our dollars to support Hebrew businesses, creating and cultivating a trend that will impact generations. Hebrew Enterprise offers an opportunity. Hebrew businesses, creating and cultivating a trend that will impact generations.
So they don't even take this seriously, man. This is just something for the moment for them, man. They treat this as you know, just the next fad to jump onto, man. They're not even serious about this. That's why you see them, you know, they're not taking this serious, man. They're just treating this like a goddamn BET Awards. Let's rewind it a little bit.
We acknowledge and celebrate them all, generating our dollars to support Hebrew businesses, creating and cultivating a trend that will impact generations. Hebrew Enterprise.
She said generations, man. So they don't even have a mindset on getting out of here, man. Their mindset is on building and trying to maintain in Esau's kingdom, which you still gonna be in captivity, man. You know, this is not the time, man. We are not in the time for you to be trying to build up societies and communities in Esau's kingdom, man. We're looking forward to our kingdom, man, the kingdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And we want to be joint rulers, man. We don't want to be, you know, high-ranking slaves, man, like these damn athletes and entertainers and whatever congressmen and women, right? We want to be kings and rulers. We want sovereignty, man. That's true freedom, to be sovereign. Man, we are not in the time for this, man. War is on the horizon. Death, mass death, pestilence, and famine is on the horizon. And Jake is out here trying to build what she calls Hebrew businesses, which she need to shut her ass up in the first place. Let's keep going, man.
Offers an opportunity for the Hebrew community to thrive. From extravagant events to monthly opportunities, there's a place for us all. Elevate Hebrew-owned businesses to the next level to thrive. From extravagant events to monthly opportunities, there's a place for us all. Elevate.
Look, man. Look. What I read in 1 Corinthians, man. Look, Jake with the dreads. You know, these niggas try to mix that damn so-called black madness, the damn Kemet nonsense. They try to mix all that into being an Israelite, which I ain't heard Israelite not once. I just hear Hebrew. So they might not even be calling themselves Israelites, man. But man, Jake is through, man. Jake is through. Let's finish this video. I'm gonna grab some scripts.
Hebrew-owned businesses to the next level and join us at Hebrew Enterprise events. We look forward to seeing you there.
I know you want your pain to go away. Only the most I can make it go away. All these wicked spirits go away. Only the most I can make it go away. One time.
Watch out for these damn head wrap women out here. You know, just a heads up to brothers. Them be the worst ones, the most demon-filled witches out here, man. But let's get some scriptures, man, because we are not in the time to be building up societies, man. You know, Jake trying to build up enterprises. Let's get that word enterprise, actually. Let's get that word for enterprise. It's enterprise in the Merriam-Webster's. It's like it, Merriam-Webster. A project or undertaking that is especially difficult, complicated, or risky. Right, so it's risky, right? Risky business. Esau has destroyed every community of so-called black people that have ever tried to, what's the word? Come together, right? You know, from Rosewood to Tulsa to, you know, countless others, man. You name it. Just look it up. You can find it easily. You know, Esau has destroyed, you know, every coming together of so-called blacks that are actually Israelites, man. Why? Because it's the curses, man. We weren't made to thrive in this society, man. Let's see what else we got. A unit of economic organization or activity, right? So they're trying to build some economic organization to forward themselves, to try to forward each other in Esau's kingdom, right? At the end of the day, no matter how far you get, you're still going to be in captivity, man. You're still going to be underneath Esau's thumb. You still getting your money and your resources from Esau, man. Let's get that in Deuteronomy, man. This is Deuteronomy 28. And Salakia. Come on. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee. Right. So the Lord sent this to us, man. He put us in this because we were disobedient, man. That's why we're in the situations that we're in, man. That's the curses. He shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. He shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. Right. So we're at first there was a physical yoke, right? But now it's more a economic yoke, because you can't we can't even attempt to reach the levels of wealth that Esau has, man. These upper echelon elites, because they made all their money off the back of Israelites, man, off the back of slavery, off rape, rob, and murder, man. It's like it, right? And we're going to them for one of all things. So any business, look, the enterprise, a business or organization, right? A unit of economic organization or activity. Any economic anything we have to go to Esau for, man. Whether it be loans or look whose face is on the money, man. It's Edomites, man. That's who we're going to for one of all things. So there's no building up businesses into, or buying land and building communities. That shit isn't gonna work, man. The only thing that we can pray for and hope for is Yahweh Shemah Shah coming and destroying this place, starting anew, and us being of that hopeful elect, man. Lord, when will we be of that number? That's the only thing we can hope for, is that the return of our big brother Yahweh Shah to completely wipe this place off the map and take his seat as the King of Kings, Lord of Lords, man. And us being joint heirs, man, to have that sovereignty, to have that rulership, that true power. We can't have no power in Esau's kingdom, man. If brother, you make your little money moves here and there, man, but to try to build up a so-called Hebrew, what she call it, Hebrew economy or enterprise, Salakia, yeah, man, that shit is dead, man. That shit is not gonna work, man. Scriptures say, he that saveth up money saveth it to put into a bag with holes, roughly paraphrasing. So there's no building up yourself in this society unless you sell out, man. And if you do sell out, what scriptures say, man? Those who have received their let me just get it. This I believe Salakia. Let me see here. Maybe I can find it again. Salakia. I'll try to come back to it because I can't find it right now. But the point I was making, man, they received their reward, man. Those who received the reward on this side are gonna, taste of that second death, man, because they had to sell out to maintain in this kingdom. So, but getting back to the point of the lesson, man, this is not the time for this, man. We are not in the time to be trying to build up communities, man. We're in the midst of a spiritual war. So let's go to I start in Ecclesiastes 7. Let me pull my apocrypha back up. So Ecclesiastes 7, and we're starting verse 2. Because this is the spirit those people are in, man. You see those smiles on their faces, as if they're doing something, as if they're trying to build for the future, But this is the spirit you're supposed to be in, man. This is Ecclesiastes 7 and 2. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay down to his heart, right? It's better to be in the house of mourning, man. We're, what's it say? Oh, it's further down, so like it, but oppression maketh the wise man mad, man. We hate being in this place, man. We see what's the word? There's no light at the end of Esau's tunnel, man. The only light that you can get is from the scriptures, man. The spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai through this wisdom, the wisdom and knowledge through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. That's the only light in this world, man. Continuing on. Sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance the heart is made better. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. Right now, mirth goes back to, joy and laughter, right? The house of mirth that's the wrong spirit to be in, man. We're in captivity. We're not supposed to be happy. We find glimpses of happiness, specifically with brothers and, through the scriptures and things of that nature. But even, in the flesh, you can find, things that make you happy, but we're not happy about being here, man. Brothers wake up every morning, just praying and begging, pleading to Yahweh Shema Shai to come and destroy this place, man. That's why we find our happiness in watching these prophecies come to pass. Continuing on. It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the song of fools, right? Look, fools are going to tell you whatever you want to hear, man. And what's Jake like to hear? Smooth things, man. Jake wants to be lied to. They want to hear whatever's going to make them feel good. But when you give them rebuke, that's when they turn their ear, man. They don't want to hearken to that. So that's why 2/3 of them have to go, man. They got to be put to death so they can come back in their right minds, man. Verse 6. For as the crackling of thorns under a pot, so is the laughter of the fool. This is also vanity, right? So it's all vain, man. Everything about this society is vanity, man. It's all, Satan worship, self-worship. It's all Satanism at the end of the day. Verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart, right? Oppression, man. We're oppressed right now, man. That's why brothers is so hot in the spirit, man. Brothers is furious. There's nothing to be happy about here, Brothers, we hasten the coming of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Like it say in, I believe it's 2 Peter's, man. We hasten the coming of Yahweh Shema Shai. Like, we can't wait, man. Brothers can't wait, man. Continuing on. Actually, verse 8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, man. What is it? Esau is the end, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, right? The better is the end of a thing than the beginning, man. So, our rulership coming at the end of Esau's kingdom, is poetic, man. It's the best thing that could possibly happen. And we can't do that with people in the spirit of building up communities, Hebrew Israelites in their own communities and shit like that, man. You can't be sovereign in another man's kingdom, man. That shit don't make no sense, man. And if Jake understood anything, they would come back to this, man. We can't keep brothers want to keep the laws to their best abilities, man. But we can't do that here. There's goddamn pork in everything, man. Everything is defiled. The air is defiled. The food is defiled. The people are defiled. The water is defiled. And, everything is unclean, man. We want pure righteousness, man. We can only get that through Yahweh Shema Shai coming and destroying this place and bringing, the law, statutes, and commandments into our inward parts, giving us those new bodies. We can't get that on this side. Jake want to do all this nonsense over here when, you're still in the fleshly body, man. You could still die at 28, 29, 30. Like this is the wrong spirit to be in, man. On top of all the other off stuff that was in that video, just the fact that They want to build for, like she said, generations to come, which is why you see women should never be, women being leaders in Israel is part of the problem that we've had. But not to go off in a tangent in that. Not to get off in that, man. But building in this, trying to build for generations is the wrong mindset to be in, man. This is not the time, man. We're in a time of war, man. We're at a time of great death, and famines and plagues, man. It's about to be the worst times in history, man. And you want to be trying to build communities in this time instead of trying to come back to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. Look, man. Like I said, man. Like scriptures say, 2/3 got to go, man. Judgment is going to begin at the house of Israel, man. The house of those who know that they're Israelites. Let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 3. I'm still on my sword. Chapter 3. And we'll start in verse 1. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill, and a time to heal, a time to break down, and a time to build up. And we are not in the time to build up right now, man. We're building up in the spirit, but to be physically building communities and shit like that, this is not the time. A time to weep, and a time to laugh, a time to mourn, and a time to dance, right? And brothers is mourning, man. We're sick and tired of being here, man. That's why brothers is in that house of mourning. A time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones together. A time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embracing, right? We love Israelites, man. We love our people, but we're refraining from embracing them because they're going off, man. We don't want their going offness to rub off on us, so to speak, right? We want to remain holy, man. That word holy means separate, man. We separate ourselves from off doctrine, man. If you speak in things that are contrary to the doctrine that our apostles and elders are speaking, then, we can't associate with you, man. Continuing on. A time to get and a time to lose. A time to keep and a time to cast away, right? So, it's going to be a time where we lose things, man. Jake wants to build this great kingdom or whatever they want to call it in this world, man, this enterprise, as she said. They want to build this enterprise not knowing that this whole economy is about to collapse, man. You about to lose everything that you're trying to build, and then what are you going to have? Nothing, because you're not going to have the resources and the finances that you work so hard to build, and then you definitely not going to have Yahweh Shai on your side, man, because you spend all that time, making merchandise of the ministry instead of, trying to get closer to Yahweh Shai. Continuing on. Let's see, I'll go to verse 8. A time to rend and a time to sow, right? So that rending, it goes into, ripping and tearing apart to separate. And a time to sow, mending things back together. A time to keep silence and a time to speak, right? So we're in a time to speak right now, right? We're prophesying. The Lord has us out here on the highways and byways. He's got his spirit in us to push the word, man, to push his word. We're the mouthpiece of the Lord. But there's going to be a time to keep silence, man, when that famine of the word comes, man. That famine of the word, brothers is going to be off the highways and byways. YouTube is going to be down. And then you're just going to be on your own in utter darkness, man, because you didn't have Isaiah 33:6, man, the wisdom and knowledge being the stability of your times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure, man. You didn't have the fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai that pushed you to have faith and to get into the book and read and study and to grow in your understanding through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. Continuing on. A time to love and a time to hate, right? We love our people, man, but we hate niggas, man. We hate you niggas, cause you niggas is the reason that we still here, and niggas is worse than Esau a lot of the times, man. Cause Esau is destined for destruction. Esau is destined for captivity, but Jake, you have a chance to get right, man. Now it's up to the Lord whether your eyes and your ears are open, man. But you know, hey man, 2/3 gotta go, man. 2/3 gotta go, cause there's no redeeming it, all of Israel on this side, man. A time of war and a time of peace, and we are in a time of war right now, man. We are in a spiritual battle, that's you know beginning to upswing even greater, man. We're about to heading to the precipice of the most brutal times to ever, I don't want to say grace, but to ever, be on this planet, man. Like it says in I believe it's Daniel 12:1, man. Let me grab that. Just getting back to the point of the lesson, man. Jake is in the wrong spirit, man. We are not in the time for all this, man. It's like it. Daniel 12. This is Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. Right? So it's going to be a time that has never been seen before on the earth, man. And we need Yahweh Shemel Shai on our side in order to receive that salvation, man. Lord willing, we be of that number, man. Lord willing, man. Adawan Ratazah, man. We need that, man. We need the grace of Yahweh Shemel Shai, the salvation, just to make it out of this thing, man. But Jake wanted to be out here partying, having fashion shows, wearing fucking velour suits and silk red suits with dreads tied up like a damn bitch. Come on, man. Man, Jake gotta go, man. Jake has to go. Let's go to Ephesians chapter 6. I don't want to make this too long. I'm going to grab a couple more scriptures and I'll close out. Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, spirits, man, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, these upper, witches and warlocks, man, these elites, these Satanists, these high level, lower luminaries or lesser luminaries out here, right? They're enlightened on the left hand side, through the spiritual demon Satan. They're his puppets, right? Which the Lord, at the end of the day, how about Shimon Shah controls, the deceiver and the deceived and the deceiver are his, right? And so he controls all things. But this is who we're fighting against, man. Against the rulers of against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places, man. Right? So this is the war we're fighting, man. This is a spiritual battle. They're trying to take the souls of the elect, man. But it's not possible, right? There's no enchantment against Jacob. So it's like it. That elect number that Yahweh Shemel Shai has what's the word? Redeemed. Has already been counted, man. So whoever the elect are, Lord willing, we be of that number, man. They're already accounted for. So it's just about praying that you're part of that number, man, and doing the work required of you. Let's go to Jeremiah 2:11. This is Jeremiah chapter 2 and 11. I'll start in 11. Because this is to those people in this video, man. Right? Jeremiah 2:11. Hath the nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods? But my people have changed their glory for that which doth not profit, man. What's not profiting, man? Having a Hebrew enterprise. That's not going to profit you, man. Right? I can guarantee they're probably these Yisraelites, these Yah only, these what's the acronym, APTTH or whatever the hell they say. This is them, man. Them. They probably calling on Jehovah and all that other madness, man. They might even be calling on them fake white man Jesus, as the brother Debar Kabash likes to say, man. Had the nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods, but my people have changed their glory for that which doth not profit, right? So they're taking glory and, trying to build this damn enterprise, this economy, this so-called black, I'm sure they're damn, what's the fucking Black Lives Matter Israelites, man. I can almost guarantee that. Verse 12, be astonished, O ye heavens, at this, and be horribly afraid. Be ye very desolate, saith the Lord. For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water, right? These broken cisterns are them following after their own hearts, man. These other philosophies, man, because all this cannot hold water, man. This stuff, at the end of the day, it holds no weight. It's worthless. Like it says, they have changed their glory to that which doth not profit, man. Everything that they're putting their faith in is things that are worthless. Whether it be money, jobs, schools, enterprises, businesses, things of that nature. It's all worthless, man. It's all going to be destroyed, in this lake of fire. Verse 14. And the point, man. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled? Why are our people spoiled, man? Why are you spoiled when you're in captivity, man? Why are you trying to think that you can build an enterprise that's going to free you from the bonds of slavery, man? You're in a goddamn prison planet, man. There's no escaping this without Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. There's no escaping this without the downfall of this society, right? There's no escaping this without, you having to lose on this side in order to gain and win, the kingdom, man. You can't be out here, winning in Esau's kingdom and then go in and win also in the Yahweh Shemel Shai's kingdom, man. That's not how this works, man. We're not of this world, man. That's why this world hates us. So the world is gonna have to hate you, right? And Jake wants to build on this side. Jake wants to stay comfortable on this side, man. But this is not our rest, man. And I'm gonna close with that. This is Micah 2:10. I'm gonna go ahead and close with this. I pray this lesson was edifying. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. We are not in the time for this, man. We are not in the time for this madness. This is Micah chapter 2. Salakia. In verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. This is not our rest, man. This is not for us to be comfortable, man. This is not for us to kick our feet up and, be sipping Mai Tais and mint juleps, right? This is not for us to be, suited down and, in these flashy garments, having extravagant Passovers and building on this side. This is not our rest, man, because it is polluted. And what's it polluted with, man? Not only the actual pollutants, man, the poisons and toxins, but it's polluted by this philosophy, man. The ways of the wicked, man. Esau, Edom, first and foremost, man. This whole land, this whole entire world is polluted. The philosophies have destroyed the planet, man. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction, right? Scriptures say they must know by death by pain, man. Actually, let me get that. because this thing is going to destroy 2/3 of our people, man. Oh, it's like it. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 9. I'll start in verse 10. Oh, yeah, Khan. Hey, Barak Day Yabashim Shai. This is what I was looking for earlier. I'll close with this. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, right? So all these people with these millions of dollars, living lavish, having the finer things in life, they've had their benefits, man. They've received their reward on this side, right? But they have not known Yahweh Bashim Shai. And they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, right? And what scriptures say, man, use not liberty to an occasion of the flesh, man. This liberty is for us to come back and try to get closer to Yahweh Bashim Shai as much as we can. And yet a place of repentance was open to them, understood not, but despised it, right? Our people despise the ways of Yahweh Bashim Shai. They can't put the pork down. They can't stop, being adulterers. The women can't stop being whores. The women are through. The women are through. They can't come back to the ways of Yahweh Bashim Shai because they despise it, man. They've been, immersed in wickedness for so long. They don't know what righteousness looks like, man. Verse 12, and the point. The same must know it after death by pain. So it's going to be mass death out here, man. We're going into the worst times imaginable, man. We can't even imagine how bad it's going to be. We can only go by what the scriptures say. But, I'm sure it's going to be worse than we can even fathom, man. And we need that hedge of Yahweh Bashim Shai. But what we don't need is to be trying to build communities and enterprises, as this woman was speaking on this video, right? We are not in the time for this, man. So, hey, I pray this lesson was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shai. Hey, call halal yimla alahayanawa Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakakwadash. Man, double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom, wa kwam yasharala, wa abad babal. DTA soon. We almost home, man. We almost out of here, man. Shalom.